Once upon a time, there was a man named Thomas who was very afraid. He was afraid of the dark, afraid of talking to people, and even afraid of his own shadow. He wanted to be brave like the heroes in the stories, but he didn't know how. One day, while walking in the forest, Thomas met a wise old woman. She noticed how scared he looked and asked him, "Why are you so afraid, young man?" Thomas sighed and said, "I wish I could be brave, but fear holds me back. I'm scared of everything, and I don't know how to face it." The old woman smiled kindly and said, "I can help you. I will give you a magical gift. It is the heart of a lion. With it, you will have the courage to face your fears." Thomas was surprised but thankful. The old woman gave him a small, glowing stone and told him to keep it close. Whenever you feel fear, touch the stone and you will feel the heart of a lion inside you. Excited and curious, Thomas took the stone and went home. That night, when he heard strange sounds in the dark, he was scared. But then he remembered the magical gift. He touched the stone, and suddenly, he felt a strange strength inside him. He stood up tall and walked confidently through the dark room, realizing there was nothing to be afraid of. The next day, Thomas had to speak in front of a crowd. He was nervous, but he touched the stone again. This time he felt brave and spoke clearly and confidently. The people in the crowd clapped and smiled, and Thomas was proud of himself. From that day on, Thomas faced his fears one by one. Whenever he felt afraid, he would touch the stone and feel the courage of a lion inside him. Over time, he didn't need the stone anymore. The courage had become part of him. He learned that bravery wasn't about being fearless. It was about facing your fears and doing what needed to be done, even when you were scared. Thomas became known as a wise and brave man, and he was never afraid again. He realized that true courage comes from within and that everyone has the heart of a lion inside them. And so Thomas lived happily, knowing that fear can be overcome with a little courage and a lot of heart. Moral of the story: true bravery is not about being without fear. It is about facing your fears and being courageous in the face of them.